All right, welcome back to another week of the Chill Spot. Hey guys, it's week 5, episode 5. How are you feeling, Adler?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Feels like consistently we've been
We've been at it,
we've been
Rob.
at it. We've been listening to some really good songs. It's really funny, right? Because like a lot of times I would like to feel like I can pick a song every week. Some days I'm kind of lost. Like she would tell you like will ask me like, oh, you got a song ready? And I'm like, nah, I have to think of one
Yeah,
like
I'm
right on
not
the
there,
spot.
Rob.
Not
Not
there this
there.
week, so it's good. Shane's week and then next week.
Awesome. That's really cool to hear, man. Well, like mentioned last week, guys, we're doing the song of me in Richard Holder's band. So this week, I guess I'm under the microscope, not just by Adler, but by you guys. Pressure. But Adler, before we even start, did you get a break to check out the song?
I've listened to that song many times, actually. So the song that we're choosing today is actually "Creep" by Radiohead. So if you were a teenager ever since the '90s, you would know this song. One of my favorite bands and a lot of people's favorite bands. And yeah, "Creep" is one of the like standouts. Very classic, I'd say, in the modern sense. I was discussing this like I was discussing Radiohead a lot with Shane just now, and we were going through like my
Yeah, we were doing like a little behind the scenes. You know what?
yeah.
One of these days we're gonna record these behind the scenes, Adler, and just give it to the customers or to our listeners. Sorry, customers. In that workflow,
Customers.
guys. I'm still in that workflow. You have to excuse
At
me.
the end, he'll thank you for your service.
Thank you for
calling.
calling. We did the cover of this song because we're not the original author. Of course, like Adler mentioned, this is an original by the group Radiohead. When we did this, we were also experimenting with the music as well. So we didn't exactly did it originally as the band did it. We did a little reggae vibe with it. Let us shout out some of the guys that were in this with me. Some of the guys from Ascentium like Guido and Cesar, Leon, my bro, my brother. And we did this back in the day. We were called Detour BZ along with Richard Holder. And again, guys, he is doing some really good new music. And you're going to hear more about that later on in the show, of course. But for right now, we're going to bring this up. Again, I'm under the microscope. Let us know what you think in the comments, guys. Here we go, Detour BZ cover of the song Creep.
Check out Shane.
Dude, you see how small I was there? By the way, that was the house that Ascentium used to live here in Belize today, aka Spot. Shout out to Spot. If you know, you know. If you don't, well,
I think I was a little too
ask
young for
someone.
that.
And this is the reggae vibe, like I said, we added. I was like in my early 20s here, guys. And RH is a character, as you can see here in the videos. Guys, I thought this is a cover. We'll actually have the video up behind us, along with some cool photos that Adler sent us today. So like those pieces that you're hearing, actually that is not a part of the song. That's something I told Leon, so that we could have it more original to what we're doing. Also, we were pretty wasted. I remember when we did this video, it was actually my birthday on the 7th of May, so I won't say the year, guys.
Oh.
Yeah. Joke.
Yeah, the guy that I'm not sure who he is exactly. I'm not I'm not familiar with these guys as much as Shane is, but I mean if you're following the video, the guy at the front especially who's singing is kind of feeling it, I would say.
Yeah.
So either he's really feeling it, he's really drunk, or he's
I think
on
it was,
something.
like I said, it was my birthday that night, guys, so it was a mixture of, hey, we still want to practice, we're wasted, let's do it.
Willpower.
Yeah, that was the vibe back then, man. I remember working straight after work, coming straight to band practice, either with these guys. At this time, I was in 3 bands. I was with Detour, I was with Almost 7, and there was a side project that I was also doing with the guys that end up turning into Verge of Umbra. At that time, it wasn't Verge, but there were some side projects that we were doing, and it was fun, man. And that's Cesar with a face-melting solo, of course. And again, I told Cesar to do a little flamenco-style guitar at the end there, just to add a little difference to what the original song would do. But you know what? We're gonna also add the original song in the description, guys, so you can hear and compare both of them. Well, there you had it. Creep by Detour BZ.
Originally Radiohead, but
Originally Radiohead, but that was our cover.
Really good cover.
That was our cover. All right. So how do you feel after that song, Eller? Did we totally suck?
no, I mean it's a really good cover actually. You can tell the Radiohead is in there, but having someone else's take is always interesting to see. And it's always good seeing I'm always interested in seeing bands play, just because they're playing, right? They're playing off of each other. They're playing as a unit, and everyone's kind of feeling the music, but at the same time, if one person were to stop or if something were to happen, it would throw off the entire song. In this case, it didn't. Everyone played straight through. I think Shane mentioned earlier. Well, Shane did mention earlier a couple times actually. Yeah, that they were kind of wasted at the during the
Yeah, guys, it was my birthday. Those days we did not play. We drank. It was like a part of the routine. Drinking, going to the strip clubs afterwards. We were totally immersed in the rock and roll.
Sometimes I forget how rock and roll and badass Shane was. Because not to say that he still isn't, but he's a dad and everything.
Yeah. Tom, the lead singer, he was going through some really, really, really crazy pressure. The whole concept of the song was written when he was in, I think it was high school going into college.
Something like that.
And he was in love with this girl, this blonde hair, gray eye girl. I could get behind that. And he just didn't have the confidence to speak to this girl. So the whole concept of creep is he used to follow this girl around, but just didn't have the courage to speak to this person. And I think I even found out that he one time got real wasted and to try to get the courage to speak to her, and it really turned out really bad, guys.
Yeah, I think he followed her to her back to her dorm or something. But
yeah,
I think the song exists I think more so outside of that, right? I think the fans who love the song, a lot of people can relate to that idea of the courage to speak to someone, you may be interested
That's
in, or
right.
maybe
That's
just
right.
wanting to, so
It's a different level of peer pressure that on a guy's level that we go through. Speaking about some of the things that we see a beautiful girl and we want to speak to them, but we just haven't reached that courage in life yet. So we do things and we're like, oh my God, what I would say to her if I had the courage to do it. And sometimes we need a stiff one, as the British would say, just to get that courage. And
Yeah.
that's kind of what the song is talking about. Well, another thing I like about it, it comes from a mental health perspective, whereby, hey guys, sometimes the pressure is really, really up, and we need to find ways to coping with that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good to just be a friend, and that's where most of the most beautiful relationship starts from, by a friend, because then you really get to know the person more than just that physical contact that you want with that person. So, Taylor, do you have any news this week?
I think things coming up, or I think happening at the moment. I know there's Bandfest happening today. I think
There's
you said.
Bandfest happening in Orange Walk today, guys. If you're there, we totally get you. We wish we could have been there. It's coming this week,
Oh, yeah.
guys. The concert out at BTL Park. And again, we will definitely be out there. So if you guys want to come and say hi or come and chill, look out for Adler or myself, and we will definitely be out there having a good time. I see
Might
the
take some
post
video.
the post that you did last week as well on Facebook, what the Baka Martins worship. That's also happening. Finally, any closing comments, Adler?
Not quite. Just I'm personally a huge Radiohead fan, so it's nice that Shane got to share that piece of history with me, and knowing that he had personal a personal,
That I got wasted. Yeah.
yeah. So the story of Radiohead is really crazy to me. Seeing him play a cover is
You ain't got
interesting.
none of me, Radiohead. Alrighty then. Well, you know what? It's been a cool show, but before I go, guys, this is Holy Week, so next week we're gonna switch it up. So I threw a curveball at Adler this week. One of our fans, Melanie Bowden, thank you so much for your comments and always checking out the show. Melanie asked us, hey guys, can't you do Christian rock as well? So, Melanie, we heard you. We're going to answer, and Adler is going to pick that song. So next week, Adler has to find a Christian rock show. Do you know any Christian rock band?
I have to do some homework.
I don't either. I know Christian music, like the ones you hear in church, some hill songs, but those aren't Christian rock. Those are contemporary. We're talking about Christian rock. So Google is going to do some work and some talking this week, guys. So look out for that next week. And we do hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend out there. This has been an awesome episode 5. Peace out!